I don't understand it. It's got nothing to do with dating, but maybe it might turn someone on.
What am I doing to her?
I don't know. I think she's just spraying water. I mean, it's pretty cute.
Obviously doesn't like it.
No, I think he or she is absolutely loving the whole water experience, the mist of water. Like something
outlet.
Something to do with nature, like something to do with rain or something like that. That's maybe it's having a shower. Yeah. Anyway, so that's our first video of tonight.
Started off with something cute.
So that's right. Anyways, so what's been happening? What stories have you got for me?
No stories, but I have got a hot topic that I've been seeing quite a bit on TikTok.
What's that? Have you sent me anything? Are we going to look at any of your videos tonight?
I don't know, but have you heard about the whole where you slowly start to hate your girlfriend or slowly start to hate your boyfriend? Have you seen that online yet?
Have you sent me anything so I can actually put it up?
No, I haven't. Can you just Google it? Not Google it, sorry. Search it. Slowly starting to hate your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You choose which gender we go with today.
Slowly starting to hate your girlfriend.
Yeah, so search it and then I'll show you which one to play and then, it'll be a raw reaction from you because you haven't seen it yet. We'll see if you can relate.
All right, give me a second. Let me go to Google and see if I can find one first. Yeah, okay.
Good. You're a team player, you are.
God, I can't believe I'm searching
for this.
You love
to do what you're told, when I tell you what to do, Ali?
Oh my God. All right, let's just do the boyfriend
Look at you
first.
typing away, scared of me. Fear.
Wow. 4 days ago.
Wow. Yeah, it's a hot topic.
What is wrong with people? Slowly starting to hate your girlfriend or boyfriend.
What is wrong with? I agree.
Hold on. Let me just find it on TikTok first. It is crazy. All right, close this. I wasn't expecting this. We're supposed to send me some videos, but we're going to go this way. All right. Slowly starting to hate your girlfriend. Okay, look, let's just see what comes up. I don't know. I wasn't expecting.
Let's just see.
The first one is this one. Let's do this one.
So I found this post on Twitter, and at this point, I'm guessing it's some sort of male response to the boy math jokes that girls were making. You can pause to read it, as well as, this little section right here. And while this thread is an absolute horror novel, it is a novel that every woman should read.
Wait, is this the one that you're talking about?
Yeah, so I'll reference the boy math, girl math thing that I was posting about. When women do something that seems like an attack on men, they retaliate, but in a way where it's like they actually call themselves out, because girl math was about us and our spending habits, and we were mocking ourselves, right? We were saying buy one, get one half price means you saved money, and it's it's not logical whatsoever, but it's mocking ourselves. Then boys wanted to jump on it. And that as soon as they jumped on it, we started attacking them with boy math. And a lot of the boy math stuff was actually stuff that was calling them out on very poor behaviors, right? And things that men actually can admit they do, but are now realizing it's kind of like very poor on their end to do it, right? So obviously this whole concept of the phase of hating your girlfriend came about as a retaliation. But again, it makes men look bad because it's actually pointing out things that they do and they're admitting to it. It's a war. We're at war, Ali. Men and women are at war right now.
Okay. All right.
We are. Play it.
When you're wondering why you're having such a peaceful day and it turns out she's giving you the silent treatment, You could be ghosting her and she would still be texting you. I just want to make sure you're okay. You can talk to me. Like, are you kidding? Yo, that's when the I'm busy phase kicks in. When her "when can I see you" sounds more like a "I'd like to annoy you and unalive you with boredom and regret." Although this thread can be painful to get through, I think it is really important to note that there are thousands of men liking, agreeing with, commenting on, and most importantly, detailing the ways in which they manipulated, they've gaslighted women they do not like into staying in relationships with them. But something I don't think men realize because they were too busy yucking it up is that they have now communicated something to women that women have known for a pretty long time, but they have officially confirmed it. Number one, men cannot be alone. Like, y'all are weirdly codependent. Number two, y'all are unusually comfortable with using women for specific services while holding a large amount of vitriol in your hearts for them. Almost like a master would a slave. Number three, when you ask women to marry you, it means nothing. When you ask women to have your kids, it means nothing. Because at the end of the day, you could still hate them and resent them for not taking a hint and breaking up with you. And four, and this is really a doozy, you have now communicated to women that they cannot trust you to communicate directly. Meaning that instead of women asking men what's wrong with them when they've started to change their behavior, you're suggesting that they just leave. That's right, ladies. If your man's feeling down, if he's being distant, if he's being less affectionate, if he's moody, even if it's looking like something might be going on with him, men are telling you you should just leave. Do not pass go. Do not collect the dust bunnies in his wallet. Just leave. Your time is precious. Your time is valuable. These men are not joking. They know what they're doing. This is emotional abuse. Leave. So
you know when you're in a relationship and it starts to go a bit, and you feel like it's going bad, but you're like, is it going bad? Does he not like me anymore? But he holds on to you just enough to keep getting what he does want, but he wants you to leave. And he's doing things to make you leave, but then you go, hun, it's okay, you're in a bad space right now, I'll be there for you, and you want to be there in their worst time. They actually are doing it on purpose so that you leave them.
This is hey Samantha.
They're admitting to that.
It's very immature what I'm watching right now.
It is, but no, it is. It's what men are doing.
But we're talking about
their maturity.
I mean, we're talking about like a certain age group. You know what I mean?
No, not even an age group.
Let's see what this guy's trying to say about this. Okay, let's see.
Let's see what a man says.
This went super viral of this man saying that phase when you slowly start hating your girlfriend is crazy, and when you start messing up on purpose so she can break up with you and she keeps forgiving you. And a lot of men just basically explaining how they become emotionally abusive and harmful in relationships in order to try and get their girlfriends to break up with them when they are done with the relationship. A number of y'all will be mad at me, but it must be said. We need to call a thing a thing. This is what's happening. Baby, you're experiencing what I like to call a discard. These men are playing with your emotions because they are discarding you. And I will go as far as saying I know that there is danger in classifying people as narcissists. And I promise to you, I'm not saying that all of these men are narcissists, okay? They don't have narcissistic personality disorder. But I am saying when it aligns, it aligns. And when it applies, it applies. Men are conditioned. Okay, let me make this one bigger because y'all need to see this one. Men are conditioned in society, in a patriarchal society, to be narcissistic. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to keep it a beam with y'all. And it fits with the cycle of narcissistic abuse. And again, I understand the implications. I'm not saying these people have NPD, narcissistic personality disorder, but I am saying when it applies, it applies. From idolizing you in your partnership, making you feel extremely special, then devaluing you, seeing you, treating you less than, and then disposing of you or getting you to dispose of them. I had a client the other day refer to it as a reverse discard, where they try to make you view them as the problem by fucking up so much that you have to get rid of them. But they always hoover and try to loop you back in. I'm sure many people can relate to this. I mean, absolutely.
I've had this happen severely.
Don't go
I was so confused. I was like, why does this man want to point out his flaws? And every time I said, no, it's okay that you don't make much money. It's okay that you're not where you want to be in life. I'll be there for you. I started to wonder why he wasn't getting on board with me supporting him. So I backed off, but then he kept hovering. And then every time I would try and support him, he would push me away again. And it was like, does he want me to support him? Am I doing the right thing? Or is he yelling at me to leave without saying?
And when was that?
And then the abuse started, and this was a couple of years ago, and then the abuse started, and at that point it was like, when the abuse started, I was like, okay, this guy's either mentally unwell or he's literally wanting to hurt me so badly that I force myself to leave him so he doesn't have to make that decision himself.
Yeah.
They don't want to make the decision.
Amy, he was devaluing you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. And I see this happen a lot. Why is it so hard for men to be such good men in relationships, and vice versa with women? There are going to be women as well that do it, where they self-sabotage to see if and they usually do it at the beginning when they don't feel worthy of their partner. They'll self-sabotage to see if he'll leave. Men tend to do it, at the end when they're done with the relationship, so that they're not held accountable to leaving. Why do you think 70% of women initiate divorce? It's because the men are forcing them to be the ones who make that decision, because men benefit more from marriage than women do.
Yes, Amy, absolutely.
Boom. Preach it. See, Ali, what's your thoughts now?
I'm just bored.
As a man being attacked
I'm just bored of it because, look, I've been getting so brainwashed.
You may not be able to relate.
I've been brainwashed on so many other subjects. Today I've watched this podcast twice now. It's Access Vegas with Michael Sartain and Rollo Tomassi and the whole group there. And some of the stuff that they have been talking about is nothing like what you are talking about. We are in a whole different
you
ball
look
game.
At pills. Yours is pill content. Your pill content.
It's actually
yours is pill content.
No, it's pill content. The thing is, Amy, when you say pill content, it's saying like medicine. Like, what does that mean?
No. As in,
you know what I mean?
It converts your state. Pill content.
Yeah.
Right. It's like you take something. It's like it's not a medicine. It's a drug. It's like you take Panadol to fix something. You take a different type of drug to enhance something. Two different things. We're looking at one that changes your mindset. That's the pills.
You know what? Let's talk about Samantha's boyfriend. Let's talk about Samantha's boyfriend.
This is psychology.
Yeah, I think that's going to be much
more fun. Why are you
laughing,
Samantha? What's going on?
Oh, no, he's gorgeous. I'm so lucky.
Thank God.
I don't have any dramas with this. He's such a normal person. There's no normal people out there anymore.
I nearly lost hope. If you were to say it didn't work out, I would just, I'd
You lost hope, eh?
I'd go.
I'm so very, very excited. So I'm very, very lucky. So
thank God. You've restored my faith.
Well, and we have 12 months where we need to decide where we need to go. So I'm giving myself 12 months with this relationship.
Good. Remember closing the gap.
Yeah, we're 4 hours apart, but we speak every day, and it's really lovely. And we do get to see each other occasionally, but we've given ourselves 12 months where we're going to see where we're going with this, and maybe I will move down there, which will be lovely. So
nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a good timeline.
Yeah, look, 12 months I think will give us that amount of time where we will get to know exactly about each other, I think, as well. So I'm not going to jump into anything really fast this time. I've done it so many times now and been very, very sadly But anyway, I'm really happy and I'm really excited about what's happening in the next 12 months. So, yeah.
Okay. Have you gone on a holiday with him yet?
No, we haven't been.
Time.
No, we haven't been on holiday together yet. We're both very, very busy. Yeah. So I've got 2 jobs. He has one, and he's very busy, and so am I. And he runs a farm, and it's hard. It is.
What are
really
you going to do
difficult.
in 12 months? What's work-wise if you did move?
I'm lucky. I'm in a position where I can move anywhere. I can get a job anywhere. So I'm very lucky. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I've got a good trade. So I can go pretty much anywhere where I want. But he wants to travel. I want to travel. We're both at that time in our lives where we want to travel Australia and do stuff like that. So we are both very capable of having an income while we are traveling. So.
Would you picture yourself moving in together then doing those travel plans, or do you think it would be a good idea to do the travel plans before you move in together?
Well, that's a serious question, though.
Yeah, that's a big question. Okay, so
Wait. Let's keep it very simple. Have you gone to Bunnings with him yet?
Yeah, no, yes, I have.
All right.
I love the Bunnings.
Bunnings is like my Coles. I will get a shopping cart and I will go through Bunnings.
I was there yesterday.
And did you, walk to the actual cashier without arguing?
Yeah, no arguing.
No, I didn't. Not me yesterday.
So did you get into the car and say, you did a great job? Did you compliment him? Like, everything was good? Like,
No, I didn't compliment him. I said, yep, we'll do all this and we'll go back to the farm and we'll get all this happening. Right. So, yeah, so I'm quite happy. And I'm not one for farming, believe me. I'm into fake nails and being made up and all that sort of stuff. So I actually went out fencing and feeding cows and doing all that sort of stuff. And I absolutely had a ball. I loved it. So
that's good.
Maybe you should get into it.
So I'm quite happy to do pretty much anything.
Get into it, farm girl.
Yeah. No. I can't imagine myself being a farm girl. I never have. But
maybe he can.
It's very exciting. It's very exciting. It's fun. I really enjoy it. So, yeah.
That's good. That's good. I'm trying to convince other people to do the whole live TikTok thing as well. And that way they can try to meet their future partner.
On TikTok.
Yeah. On TikTok.
He was very insistent when I went my live. Like there was 3 lives we went through where he constantly contacted me. So it was like it wasn't something that I was really into because I was like full on like talking about narcissistic men the whole time.
And men feel attacked by it, and you feel like you're pushing men away from your Your bubble, like, they're like, ew.
It was more for a female. I wanted that female demographic in my TikTok, and he was like really there and really wanted to talk to me.
Which is a good sign that he doesn't feel attacked by the whole not all men. You know how men are like, not all men, when you mention one thing about a man, they feel attacked as a group. And I'm like, no. So it's good he was so positive and,
All right.
But he found me attractive by the horrible things I was saying about men.
Oh my God, where you talk nasty to me, tell me how bad I am.
Well, I mean, it obviously means that you both found the truth for each other. You guys, inlined both of your truths to make something of each other together. You know what I mean? Which is the whole idea. So, but
it's pretty good.
Yeah. Has anyone got any more stories? Any dating stories by any chance? Amy?
Nah, mine are on the down low at the moment, in progress. Don't talk about it while it's happening. You know the rules. The rules, Ali.
Yeah, I know. The rules are shit. We've got to change the names.
I'll talk about it later.
But
not right now.
I've been on a few dates and I don't know if I should talk about it, but I do want to talk about it. But it's just
talk about it.
Please.
About your date.
I don't know. What do you want to know? What do you want to know? Okay. Yes, I will talk about one of them. So Friday night, I went out with a woman.
Lady, yeah.
A lady. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Can someone give me a name? Just like a nominous
female
name. A name of a woman.
Karen. You went out with Karen.
No, I don't know. I'm not going to call her. I wouldn't call her Karen.
Her name, we're going to always use Kate as a name.
Kate? Kate is good.
Please tell me you don't know a Kate.
Kate. I don't know a Kate.
Okay, good.
I don't know. Okay, so I went out with Kate. I picked her up in my Skyline. We went bowling in this really awesome, like 70s style bowling alley. And it was so cool. It was a bit pricey, but it was okay. And we didn't drink. I'm not drinking. She didn't drink. And so, you know, she was competitive, but not too competitive. She wasn't like she was trying to get strikes, but she couldn't really do it. So I'm just like I did like a couple of strikes and that's enough, and I slow it down.
Can you
kind of thing.
pretend to be bad to let her win and do the gentleman thing? Or
No.
did you really compete right back?
No, I mean, it was just it's a bit of this and bit of that. It's just like, you know, it's really about to know her, to understand her nature, the way she moves,
Is she a
the way
sore loser?
I don't think it's nothing to do with losing. It's just the fact that you're interacting and you're there together to, you know, bowl.
No, but I mean,
bowling.
is she a sore loser? Like, if she loses, does she have a sulk about it and there's a temper tantrum?
No. She's definitely like the ones that like to compete. You know, she's competitive. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong with it. Anyway, so yeah, that was cool. We were just talking about certain things. I was actually getting bored.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's not good.
Fantastic.
No.
I was getting bored, so it was a long game because, like, we were just talking about all the things that she wants, and we were completely off subject. And one of them was, "How's this for a subject?" "Oh yeah, my best friend's a man." And I'm like,
She brought that up.
She's like, "Yeah, I've got plenty of man friends," and I'm like, "How is that?" I mean, I was just like, we are so on different levels right now. And I said to her, "Why don't you text him right now and see if he wants to go for a route and see what happens?"
Oh, no,
Right?
Ali.
And she looked at me like, "Oh, I'm not attracted to him." But I go, "Well, maybe he's attracted to you and he doesn't know how to say it."
He probably is, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? We did that. I did the whole thing and I stirred her up and she didn't know what to say. And it was just like, you know, "Oh, but he's my best friend." I'm like, "How long have you known him for?" "Oh, about more than 11 years. And I'm like, "Cool. So, you know."
Oh, that is a long time.
It's a long time. And how'd you meet him? "Oh, I had a party."
That's a friend.
That's a friend, right? So he comes around and cleans, fixes certain things that a man does and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff.
My friend does. Yeah.
Yeah, but we call that the male orbiter. So he's actually hanging around that area until the man is gone. That's when he jumps in. The other guy jumps
Until
in. So it's an orbiter.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that's how
After
it's
That
about.
moment's
he's
never
not
going to
gonna jump
come, though.
Wait, what did you go? What did you say?
The moment's never going to come.
After 11 years, he's not going to go there.
Yeah, there's no moment now.
But the sad thing is, I heard another story when a female got into a woman got into a car accident. Right, the husband couldn't make it in time to get to the hospital. Right, for some reason he was in a different state. For example, I'm giving you this story. Right, guess who showed up for this woman? The high school. The high school sweetheart showed up and sat there beside her, making sure that she's okay. The husband didn't, but the high school sweetheart, this other guy that, you know, her first love, was there before the husband. Now the husband's a provider,
Well, that's
giving
your
them.
first love.
Yeah, and she was so like hypnotized by the fact that this guy, the first love, showed up before the husband, that she was considering divorcing the husband because of that. Right? The best friend, guys, the best friend. So these are some of the things where it's like, look, Kate, yeah, we kind of don't really click, but at the same time, I respect the fact that you have boyfriends. And I go to her, "So, Kate, is it okay if I have 10 girlfriends around me?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know if I could deal with that." I'm like, "Well, guys, we're only on
that's
game.
not okay.
We're still bowling. We are still bowling." Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about when it comes to, you know, these kind of things. You should kind of get it out of the way via phone call, via video call, to qualify them, to see where you are and those kind of things. But here we are face to face talking about, you know, the most serious things in our lives and whether or not we're compatible or not. And, you know, what are you supposed to do? You just have to go along with it. And I just said, look, you know what? I respect the fact that you've got boyfriends.
Like, don't go on a date unless you've talked first to make sure that you actually like them.
Yeah, but no, this is
to them.
I've spoken to her an hour before, I've seen her on a coffee date for about half an hour. Everything was really, really good
Coffee
until
date should have been the vetting.
The-
What are you talking about?
no, it was completely something else. But anyway, so my
Did
point
you have
is
sex?
no.
Oh.
No, I don't. Amy, you're asking these questions way too. Anyway, so what happened next was, so she's like, "Hey, do you want to eat here?" And I'm like, "I don't know if I want to." So then we like jumped in the car and went to a pub somewhere within, I don't know, some suburb or something like that. And we walked to one place and the outdoor area was cold, and then we walked to another place and the still outdoors was cold. So she took the lead on that because I go, okay, look, Kate, I know you're vegetarian. You pick the place because I don't want things to mess up your system. You know what I mean? So I gave her the lead. You know what I mean on that half. And from there, anyways, look, it went well. I ate, she ate, blah 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 blah, and then from there we it was cold, so then we're like, hey, let's go back to your place. Let me just put this on
For
silent.
fuck's sakes.
What do you mean, for fuck's sakes? Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. We can swear. And
So were you attracted to her?
yes,
Hey, wait, guys don't F who they're attracted to. Sometimes it's just whoever's there at the time. They can hate them.
I mean, look, she's sweet, she's nice, she has a big
He wasn't.
heart, she's
That's-
good looking.
No.
She was really short though. She was up to there for me. She was literally up to there, and that was a bit short
What's
for
that,
me.
like 4'8"?
I don't know. She's I call her a little pocket rocket. And
Oh my!
so
Is that after you had sex? She was your little pocket rocket.
Amy, we did not have sex. I'll tell you this right now. Okay, I haven't even got to that part. Right. So, anyways,
No, bedroom tango. Oh.
anyway, so from there, basically, we went back to her place. She showed me her place. I'm like, oh, this is really, really nice. This beautiful place, apartment. And then I'm like, hey, you want to go for a walk? Okay, so we went for a walk, 2K walk around this whole park thing. It was really nice. Come back. She had to go to a party that night. And then she had a party the next day as well. So in the message that she
How
wrote,
old is she?
just shit, Amy. Let me just talk.
Kate's 25, isn't she?
Kate's 46, actually.
Kate is fucking lit.
Yeah, Kate is 46, and let's just say she's 46. Let's just say she's 46. Okay. Anyway, so
46 is old. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, party.
Sense of the
Wow.
guys, seriously, yeah. Let's not talk about those other things. But look, she looked really young for her age. She looked like 36. No shit. She looks after herself physically and mentally. She yeah, she's a mother. And yeah, she's a nice woman. Anyway, so I kissed her. I gave her a kiss. We got to a certain point on the walk, and I'm like, hey, that looks like a cool place to sit down and look at the view. So it was a nice view, actually. Sat down, gave her a nice pash, blah, 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 blah. It was a really nice kiss. And from then, she got closer to me and closer to me. And then we got to the car, and I said, goodbye, have a nice night, have a good time at the party. And then I went home. That was the end of it. 2 days later, she sent me a message saying, I don't think we're compatible.
Oh.
All right. And the message that she wrote to me was basically, I need a man who likes to go partying, who can actually socialize and do all these certain things. And I thought to myself, well, I can, but I don't know if I want to. And, you know, there's a whole bunch of stuff.
Not a priority, is it?
It's not a priority. It is not.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
And so
I feel like it's a very big mismatch, you two.
Yeah, but physically we are attracted to each other, but not on the other perspective of it.
The other stuff's more important, though.
The other stuff is important, but the kiss was nice. That was pretty much it. And that was it. That was and then there was a Saturday night date, and that was completely off the charts. That's nothing. I can't talk about that. That is illegal.
Was it amazing? Did you do some horizontal tangos?
Illegal. Yeah.
And vertical tangos? All tangos.
It was... She might have to buy a new couch.
Do you have a second date?
She might have to buy a new couch. Let's just say
So
that.
are you seeing her again, Ali? Are you seeing her again?
Second date?
I don't look. It's definitely friends with thing benefit thingy, maybe something like that.
There's no such thing as friends with benefits. No, we don't like that.
You're
I
gonna
think
buy
there
her
is.
a new couch?
No, because that's her couch and she made the mess.
It's her problem. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about it, Ali. Oh, brag. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ali, can I just point out one thing?
What's that?
Can I point out one thing? I
What?
have something to tell you right now.
Mm-hmm.
You have just told me how a woman on a date told you that she had a male best friend. I consider you a very good friend, right? So you've got a friend who's a female, me, right?
Yes.
Do you tell women that you date that you also have a really good friend who's a female and we've never done anything together?
Yeah, but maybe I do.
Do you tell them about me?
I mean, they most likely already know because from all the videos that I've clipped with you.
So you're allowed to have a female friend.
Yeah.
They can't have a male friend.
My door is open, but their door is closed.
Ali, you're so mean. Ali,
What?
that's not nice.
Why? Just think about it. If a woman starts to have, like, when does a woman start having feelings for a man? At what point?
It depends
start
how
having
emotional the woman is, to be honest. Some are, like me, I can be very closed-minded as to what something is.
Do you really want to know the facts on that, or do you just want to just give me?
Well, I don't have feelings for you, do I?
No, because you haven't.
It's weeks or days. It depends on what the relationship is.
So, what percentage
You
does?
can be very.
does- who's talking in the background? Oh, anyway. Okay,
The
yeah,
ghost.
go. I want to hear this. I want to hear this from you guys first.
What? Yeah, what were you saying, Samantha?
So, go, Samantha.
Oh,
Go.
look, it's so difficult. But if you like somebody, be with them. I can't understand this this moment of like, yeah, well, I don't really think it's going to work because of this, this, and this. She's got a best friend. Just be with them, and if they leave. It's not. You're not in a position.
Ali's looking for reasons not to be with this woman, I think. And I think the main reason would probably be the partying lifestyle would probably be the deal breaker, not necessarily the best friend, I don't think.
Me too. I think
Look,
it's
as soon as
the
she
same
sent
way.
as soon as she sent that message to me, I basically said, "Excuse me." I said, "I perfectly understand. Have a nice. It was nice to meet you. That was it."
Wow.
About the partying lifestyle.
Yeah, like her message. Let me see if I can find Kate's
Yeah, that was
message.
the deal breaker, the partying.
Okay.
How
Hi,
would you
Ali.
feel if someone said, no, you're Amy's friend, we can't date because you've got a friend called Amy and she's so beautiful and
Wait. Say that again. What? I didn't hear that properly.
I love you, Amy.
if you went on a date with a girl and she's like, I can't date you, and you really liked her and say, I can't date you because you're friends with Amy and she's so beautiful and I can't compete with Amy, and you're thinking, Amy doesn't even like me like that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
So, Ali, are you going to go out with Amy?
Amy's on the.
Oh, gone
That-
silent.
There's a bit of long distance between us, and that's the problem. Look,
Oh, is that the problem?
yeah, I'm
There's
not
a bit of an
chasing.
age distance as well between us, isn't there, Ali? A bit of an age difference, not just distance.
Yeah, that's right. Amy does want someone that's a bit younger, and with she does want someone younger. So I totally understand that. That's fair
Amy,
enough.
how old are you?
She's 29.
29.
So, how old are you,
No.
Ali?
I'm 42.
And that is a problem?
Yes. It's
It
a
is.
couple of years past my cap. Maybe
Yeah.
5 years past my cap.
Oh, well, there's
Basically-
a cat.
Basically,
But you
I'm
might-
expired. I'm
Well,
expired.
Can I just say, my ex-husband was 13 years younger than me,
Yeah.
and my partner now is 10 years older. So, what problem is that?
But was your husband good?
Yeah, I was with him for 15 years.
I
he
don't know about,
he was 13 years younger than me.
and he was good?
Yeah, it was lovely.
Okay, and this current one's good. Well, I guess, I don't know, I've always gone for younger quite typically, so now I want to go for older, but I don't want to do the full spin and go for much older. You know, I don't want to do a full complete spin on it and go for much older. I think 5 or so years is probably my limit. Otherwise, I'll end up regretting it, maybe thinking, oh, shivers, he was maybe a bit too old for me.
But, hey,
No.
you guys still haven't answered my question yet. How does a woman fall in love with a man?
Emotions, it's just
Well, there's quite a few. There's
connection.
Yeah, there is a connection. There has to be like
That's right.
It's a connection, yeah.
That's
You
good.
definitely
Yeah.
feel that connection. Even if
But
you
it's
can't justify why you like them, the connection is there.
yeah, intimate as well as fun and talking and communicating, and there's so much involved in it all. But there's a
wait.
lot involved.
So, who's the other person that just jumped in?
Well, hey everybody, it's Stacy.
Okay, Stacey. Hey, Stacey, how are you?
Stacey.
Hi. How we doing?
I'm good.
You're making Ali nervous.
I'm not nervous. I'm just.
Look at that
I,
face.
I know, Stacey. I was going to ask you, how does a woman fall in love with a man? What's the reason
How?
behind it? Yeah, what makes
Good D.
her fall?
Good D.
Oh, I think it's
Good
a combination of factors, really. I don't think it's one thing. I think there's a multitude of things.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the main? What's the main thing?
I mean, intelligence, personality. And for people, I think there are lots of other, interesting quirks and factors based on their past relationships.
Yeah.
So, what we experience, we learn from every time, and we learn what we do like and what we don't like. And then we take those factors with us into our next relationship. So what could work for me might be very different for Amy or for you or for Samantha.
Okay. So
True.
what? Okay. All right.
That's true.
So
And it
exactly,
can
you wanna
change
know
as
exactly
well
what
as
it is.
over time.
Wait. Okay. One at a time. Sorry. What, Amy? What did you say?
It can change over time, because one of the things that I've been through in regards to choosing a partner is I am introvert and extrovert. Like, I can be at home by myself and chill, but I can also be the life of the party, right? And when I look for a partner, I've always tried to figure out, do I want a man that's introvert or extrovert? And I want someone that is quite, withdrawn and caring and soft, but I also want someone that can come out of their shell and be extrovert and bubbly in our comfort. Do you know what I mean? So someone that can do both, like me. And I know when you go in a relationship, if you're an extrovert, some people prefer to be with an extrovert, others prefer to have the opposite to help bring them back into their,
Yeah. So
quiet zone.
I'll tell you that my theory is, as soon as a woman has a penis inside her and she has a proper orgasm, those
Not faking
dopamine,
it, that is.
it's a chemical reaction in her brain, and she is just locked.
Yeah. Yep.
And that
Unfortunately, we do.
And that is the locking mechanism for love for women. And that
So
is
you've got
why
heaps of women falling in love with you?
I don't think so. I hope not.
Oh, is that right? What are
I
you
hope
trying to
not.
say about yourself then? You're not been delivering the real O's?
Well, actually, on Saturday I discovered that.
Amy, no.
Actually, no, Amy, if you really want to know the truth, Amy, okay, so on Saturday night, as I was telling you that she needed a new couch, it was definitely locked in there, and she would not let me go. And it was just like, holy shit.
There we
just
go. That's
give
the
me
answer.
give me a second. Let me have a break for a minute. Like, she walked me down to my car, and she jumped in, and she gave me this giant kiss that, like, it was like my lips were stuck. I'm like, hey, okay, I gotta go.
And did she
Okay.
handcuff you to the bed and then tell you
She-
you can't leave again?
She was just like, hey, can you come back? Can you stay? And I'm like, no, I gotta go. So, I didn't want to stay there. I don't like to stay at someone else's place, a woman's
Fair
place,
enough.
unless I really, really like her, unless I know, you know what I mean?
Well, it's not like you could sleep on the couch after what
But-
you guys did to it.
Yeah, anyways. But otherwise, no, she's definitely a nice woman, and she's got a very high sex drive. And, It was a really nice night. Definitely nice. But what I was saying was that, yeah, a lot of women, it's definitely a physical part of it that, like Samantha said, it's definitely a connection.
Absolutely.
There's definitely
You need that. That is the number one. If you don't have that, you can't have a relationship.
Yeah, and so that's why I don't understand why the Canadian coach is saying you got to wait 3 months just to kiss your man, and it's just like,
rubbish. That's a load of shit.
know?
Really, seriously,
She's so making a killing. She's making a killing on that, and
nah, that's so wrong. It's so wrong. You've got to be with someone to know if you want to be with them for life. You know, that's
exactly.
a really important thing. You need to have that connection. If you don't have that connection, you're not going to work.
Do you know why I think that compatible, good sex is actually a determinator? I don't know if that's a word or I just made that up, but something that determines a good relationship for a female or a connection. Do you know what I think it is? I think it's because if you have good sex, the likelihood of you guys being good communicators with each other and having a man that listens to what you want is going to be high up there. And I think it comes down to that. If a man can communicate your needs and vice versa and listen, that's attractive. So, of course, that's going to result in a good sex life. So I think that's probably...
I mean, look, I've got... Look,
jump in there. I think it...
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I was going to say, but I think it has to be more than that too, because you have to be obviously like a good communicator, but it's, do you follow up on what is being communicated to the action? So it's not necessarily always about the kind or type of communication. It's, do you follow through with that communication and create that feeling of connection?
Yeah.
You're talking about consistency. Keeping it consistent.
That too, not just saying you're going to do something and not doing it and things like that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. Here's another. Okay, this is a very. Why we've got 4 ladies here. I got this is a very serious question, right? Now, Stacey's gone. Okay, so I was going to ask you guys. All right. So someone.
Oh no!
Give me another name. Give me another name.
Lisa.
Not Lisa. I'm not gonna have Lisa.
What's her name?
I'm not gonna have Lisa.
Is that her name?
We're not gonna have Lisa. No.
Why? What's wrong with Lisa?
Because I know too many Lisas. Any other Lisas?
Okay,
any
what
other
about
name?
Brittany.
Brittany sounds freaky. She sounds freaky.
Brittany. All right. I don't know where Stacey went. Stacey's gone. I'll probably have to, anyway. So Stacey, thanks for jumping in. Okay. So you go on a date, and Brittany gets her period.
What do you do? Offer to get her tampons.
Right. Hold on. Now, this is the worst part, right? And let's say Joe, he's putting on his condom, and they're starting to do it. Next minute, Brittany started to get her period, and this is the first time they've actually ever done it. And
dear.
And so Joe was so shocked as a 51-year-old man.
Are you telling them my story?
No. This Amy.
Okay.
This is not your story. This is my story.
Keep going.
This is my story that I just heard from, say, a podcast. Okay, I just heard it from a podcast, and I'm just passing on the story to you guys. Okay, so I'll get to this. So Joe's like, wow, what is this? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. He jumps into the shower and he cleans it all off. And, in the meantime, while Brittany's all upset and embarrassed because she didn't know that was going to happen, right? Now, remember that Joe is 51 years old. He's a man. He's a grown-up. He must have gone through a few relationships to understand what a woman goes through once a week. Once a month. You know what I mean? Once a month. Okay. And so the point of what I'm trying to say is that then he gets so pissed off because they she's all embarrassed, and it's a first date, and they wanted to explore, and they were having fun, and that happened. Then he turned out to be an absolute asshole, and
Obviously.
he came out of the shower, and he goes, "You have to finish me off," right? While she's standing there, all like embarrassed, and like, what kind of a man says that to a woman the first time they've actually
disgusting.
ever? It
He
is
should just listen to
absolutely
Sally.
sad individual.
disgusting. Exactly.
That is disgusting.
It is disgusting. So Brittany, because she didn't feel safe, you know what she did? She finished him off, went home crying, and blocked him. That's the society.
She forced herself to have to do that with him to feel
because
safe, to not have a retaliation.
Exactly, because she didn't feel safe.
So sad.
It is so freaking sad. It's so sad that
A
that
lot of women do things they don't want to do just to protect themselves from what the consequences would be to say no to something like that in one of those moments.
So the question is, I'm asking you guys, what would you do in an incident like that? What would you do?
I've had an incident like that.
You would ask her, do you want to go and have a shower? Are you okay? Do you need me to go and grab anything from the shops? Do you want to have a shower? I can get you a towel.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on her being comfortable, not on your balls being emptied. Like, if that happened to me, I'd expect the guy to be like, oh, do you want to hop in my shower? I've got a towel for you. I can give you one of my shirts. I can pop down to the dairy or down the road and just maybe send me a photo of what you need me to get.
Yeah.
And put her needs first, because in that moment, her needs are better than you emptying your bloody ball sacks.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. Look, I already know what was right and wrong in that. The whole thing was completely wrong. But Samantha, what was your story? What was your answer to that?
Well, I was with my ex-husband, and we were together 15 years. And the first moment we were together, I actually had my period. And I did not know, and he was so awesomely wonderful about it. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he said, oh, I think we have a problem. And I went, oh, I'm so sorry. And he was so wonderful. And he said, he said, how about we just go and have a shower together and let's get into it again. He was great. He was wonderful. And he was like so much younger than me as well. He was like 23 at the time.
It's worse
he was amazing.
when they act like it's a disgusting thing would be worse. Like, they're allowed to be, you're allowed to still offer and be like, do you want to do it in the shower or after the shower? If the girl's comfortable with it, that's fine. But like, an instant reaction shouldn't be like, ooh, let me wash myself off. Let me just leave her there, like. It
was fantastic. He was like, let's get in the shower. Let's do it again. Yay!
And you're like,
great.
yay, don't stop me for a week.
Yeah.
So it was never a big deal. And that was amazing. And I felt so comfortable with him, and even though he was so much younger than me as well, and I thought, wow, this is pretty cool.
Why do you always talk about periods when I have my period, Ali? Like, how do you know?
Ali, it happened to one of my friends, similar story what you just told us. She was dating this guy, but they have a different culture, different background. She's European, he's Asian. They were dating in the beginning. This happened to her first time. She got her period. And they did it, actually. I was expecting he will refuse her, but they did. But right after what happened, she came back home, but he blocked her, basically. He felt, I don't know, but she was so shocked. Yeah, really. And she's beautiful, sexy.
So I just wanted to make this clear.
Young,
so she was Asian, or he's the European?
No, she is the European. And she's beautiful and everything.
And he blocked her.
He blocked her. Like, he was.
How dare she have a period?
Oh, that's shocking. Shocking she had a period.
I know. That is.
For her.
Yeah. But look, the point of what I'm going to say is that thanks for telling your answers, guys. That, a man should be comforting a woman when she does go through that. You know what I mean? She's going through pain. She's going through, all these things in her mind. It's a whole chemical reaction. Her body's changing. and she's always wanting a man to help her, support her. You know what I mean?
Usually men are like, oh, she's got her period, she's moody, stay away from her, and they'll push her away. But it's like, actually, no, you can bring her closer. She's probably moody because she knows you're going to be a cunt to her during that week. But if you embrace it.
My ex was very, very sweet, very kind.
Hello, my love.
These days.
I'm good.
Sorry, I'm just going to mute Samantha.
Oh, smoochy.
And
Yeah.
apple pie.
So
It
yeah.
depends.
So sorry, Amy, what were you saying?
Men tend to have this perception about, and I know some women might be moody on their period. I personally am not, but I can imagine that some might be. I can't say for sure. You're a man, you might know a bit more about that. But
I know all about it.
But maybe it's because I've not been in a situation where people push me away when I'm on my period. It's like you still get brought closer. They check on you. Are you in pain? You know what I mean? So I've had good experiences around it, but I think if women are constantly having negative experiences like, oh, you know, she's bitchy when she's on her period, and you push your woman away when she's on it, instead of doing the whole, you want me to get you chocolates? I bought you chocolates. Do you need anything? Is your stomach okay? Do you want a hot water bottle for it? Yeah. You know, create a comfort thing around it so that like we dread when we get it. We don't need to dread it anymore.
It's so sad how a lot of men do not know that, especially a 51-year-old, you know, who's, you know, she, like, for example, Brittany drove more than an hour to go and see Joe, and he just turns around and does that. Stacey, have you got anything to say about that? What's your, were you listening or?
Oh yeah, I'm listening. Well, you know, I think it's all about perception, right? So in some cases, I think obviously like our past experiences dictate our future interactions a lot. And so it could just be hey, let's have a conversation about this. What would you like? What would you expect? And I think sometimes it's really difficult for a guy to understand that because they don't go through it. They don't understand what it's like. They don't understand what it feels like because it's not their body. So I think if women can do a really great and fine job of communicating that with their person, then it might get better in the future. So I guess it would be expectations. And sometimes before, you know, you're in that situation, those expectations aren't communicated until it's like, in this particular instance, you know, she drove an hour and it was like, he was expecting one thing and his expectations were violated in a really negative way. And so of course he's not going to have the same kind of feeling in that moment about the relationship because his expectations were negatively violated. So, and I don't know that there was anything that she could have done other than, you know, just say, hey, I'm going to come and see you, but hey, I just wanted to let you know this is the situation. Do you still want me to come?
Yeah.
But I think she got it unexpectedly during the sex, correct?
Exactly.
Yeah, it would be different if she arrived with it, knowing she had it. She should have said, hey, look, like just a heads up. But then, that would be, but for it to unexpectedly happen, it's a shock just as much for him as it is for her in that very moment.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so the point of it, anyways, it's, look, the point of what I'm trying to say is that we need to educate men on body language.
Absolutely.
And so where do we start? Do you know what I mean? Body language is really, really important because women, you know, a man's body and a woman's body is completely different from one each other. And I don't think school has done enough teaching because men are they're so hypnotized by pornography, thinking that a woman's body is like porn, that they are forgetting that, no, they're just a human being just as much as, you know, they're just a human being. You know what I mean? You can't treat them like a robot. And she can't, don't expect her to be like that movie or whatever that you're watching on whatever. So, you know, it's just, it's very immature. I see it as very, very immature for him to do that. It's just disgusting behavior. And it really puts the dating sexual marketplace really, really down because of men like that. And just imagine if there was a website for dating reviews, men and women, who you can go and have a look and check out their reviews and see if they're actually got good reviews or bad reviews. And if they do have bad reviews, why the hell would you go on a date with that person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's funny.
You know what I mean? Like, you want to see them to, you want positive reviews on that person. And once he's off the marketplace, then there's no need for him to be in a dating pool. And and you know what I just found out actually this week? I've been listening to a lot of my professor, and he's been telling me, or telling everyone that I listen to, 30% of men on Tinder are married.
Oh, yeah.
That is just shocking to me. It's like, why
That's why
are
I
you
don't
on
bother.
Tinder?
I don't do dating apps. No point.
Yeah, it's so bad. But anyways, that was some stories for you guys. Yeah. Any more comments, guys? Anything you want to add to that?
I want to throw something at you about nonverbals. So here's the fascinating thing about nonverbals. So I was listening, Ali, to you, and it's like one thing that our culture really pays a lot of attention to is nonverbals. In fact, we tend to believe nonverbal behaviors more than verbal actions, right? So when you've got a verbal and a nonverbal that disagree, we as human beings always tend to believe the nonverbal. Example, you've got a friend, your friend's crying. You say to your friend, hey, what's wrong? Your friend says, nothing, I'm fine. Clearly, there's something going on and there's a reason behind why your friend is crying, right? Whether or not they tell you, but we tend to believe the nonverbals. And so what I think is really interesting about your comment is that, you mentioned that we should have more training on how to read nonverbals. And I couldn't agree more, because as a society, we believe nonverbals more than we do verbals. And so then the question, I think, for all of us becomes, how do we do a better job of teaching people, right, about their nonverbal behaviors and all of the meanings behind that? So I just wanted to throw that in because I thought that was a really intuitive comment, and I just wanted to agree.
Yeah, I mean, we are solely relying on our phones when it comes to communication. Communication is key. I mean, body language and understanding certain things is a whole different thing. So, I mean,
like from like my point of view, right? It's like there are so many different kinds of nonverbal behaviors too, right? So just take one nonverbal. It's what you do with it's called kinesics, right? Motions of the body and motions of the face. So for example, that includes things like your eyes, oscillasics, right? Your eyes, like how you move your eyes, because, eyes are the window to the soul. That's what we're always told, right? See, like what you just did with your eyes and now what you're doing with your mouth, right? There's meanings behind that. And specifically like different directions that you look, all of the different directions, whether it's to the side and down, to the left and down, to the middle and up, to the right and down. All of those have different kinds of meanings, right? See, now you're like not moving your face at all because like that I'm watching you.
Yeah, no, I'm watching the screen. I'm watching you. I totally understand what you're saying, but like,
so it's like, and even like your arms, like when you sit with your arms crossed, right? It's kind of one of those where it's like, when your arms are crossed, it's like you're not even really open for challenging communication. So it's like, if we can do a great job of like talking to people about what these things mean, I don't know, overall life might be a little less complicated sometimes.
Do you know what fixes everything? Touch.
Good communication.
Touch. Oh, you're a man for sure.
I mean, it's your love language, right? Come on.
Straight away, it just takes one touch, and it's just like it can change
love language.
It can change everything. That's all it is.
Touch is my fifth one.
Just your first one? Usually people have at least two. So, you got
to know when to touch.
Yeah, and I've noticed I used to get pissed off when I was younger, when I had a partner. He would always touch me in the moments that I did not want to be touched, which put me off touch, because it would be in moments where I would be, it's just not it's not. I would feel disrespected that now's not the time. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he couldn't help himself but to touch you, Amy.
Yes, I know, and I'm frustrated now. I want to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
I wanted to touch him too with my fist. Lots of touch.
Wow, that's pretty full on.
I'm joking.
Yeah. Has anyone got any more dating stories? Stacey, are you dating or
No.
no? Okay.
No.
And I forgot to ask you where you located right now.
Where am I what?
Where are you located?
Oh, I'm in the States. I'm in Illinois.
Illinois. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm in Illinois.
Is it nice and cold there?
You know what? Last week it was 90 degrees and this week it's 50 degrees. So that's a pretty hard pivot for us here in Illinois. But yeah, the trees are starting to turn and it's kind of one of those beautiful times of year, right?
Okay. Oh yeah, because you guys are coming to. Yeah. Okay. I get what's
We're
happening.
coming into fall.
Yeah. Yeah. We are almost in summer, which is good. Guys,
Nice.
I've got really nothing else to. I mean, I've got videos to watch, but
Please play the videos.
what video? I mean, all right, let's just watch some body language stuff now that we're talking about that. I haven't seen any of these. Let's just see what this woman's got to say.
Small life hack. If a man with whom you are not in the relationships tries to court,
For example, body language that tells that this man is in love with you. The body language of men often plays the most important role, bigger than their words. According to the statistics, what is being said is only 7% of the meaning, while gestures will tell you 55% of real information. So, if you want to recognize love, then trust these signals. So, if he stands with his legs wide apart and he touches his face or neck, this is the sign of sexual desire. If you've seen a little blush on his face and a slight tint of his head, then he's interested in you.
one more life hack. If a man with whom you are not in the relationships tries to court,
For example, helps to put on a coat. That in this case, it is likely that he's trying to indicate among other candidates that you are his woman or you're gonna be his woman. Body language that
Okay, that made me fall asleep.
Me too.
Okay, let's see what this dude's got to say.
Language expert, and it's 3 body language secrets that men do in a conversation and what they actually mean. Number 1, when a man is talking to you and then he puts his hand up on a beam or a door frame like this, it means he's trying to feel dominant in the conversation by making himself as tall and big as possible.
He's just being very cocky. As simple as that. Very, very cocky. Amy's gone.
Over you. Number 2, the power stance. So when a man has his hands on his hips like this, and his legs far apart with his hips pushed a little bit forward, it means he's feeling very confident in the conversation. And number 3, when you're talking to a guy and he does this with his hair, he's self-grooming because he finds you hot. I am a pro.
Oh my god, I'm done with this. Yeah.
This is part of what's wrong. Like, you know how many people watch these videos? I mean,
I know,
this is the problem.
Oh my god. Look, to me, I don't really think about this kind of stuff, but it's really fascinating to watch actually and see what other people's thoughts are. It's like fighting something that's actually true to me or true to you guys is a completely different thing. But you know, I don't know. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, guys, I'm gonna shoot off in a second. It was really nice talking to you guys. Amy's just decided to go. Stacey, it was really nice to talk to you. Stacey, have you got anything else to say while we're here? I know that you got work. Right? Are you working?
Me, yeah, I'm working this morning. So I'm doing some teaching this morning. So I'm kind of in and out of calls. But yeah, just for a little bit. I've got a couple more classes. So I'm done here in like 2.5 hours. So then I'll be done for the day.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, sorry, what was that?
Oh, I said thanks, and I only wanted to share that I've done training for my work, and that training they teach us about 90% of our communication, human communication, is non-verbal. I was so amazed when I first read that. I was like, wow, that's so much.
Yeah.
It actually can be 93%.
I thought it was something like 30% or 50%, but 90, that's a lot.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's actually really interesting. 90%. So what the hell? Like, I could just sit here and just say nothing and you would understand me?
Like up to, no, really, it can be up to 93% of all of our meaning is nonverbal.
Wow, 93, even more.
That can be up to 93%. Truth. Yeah.
We all fell there because it was like an exam. We all fell there. We all guessed like lower number. No one could imagine.
Nonverbal versus the telling.
Yeah.
So very nice to see you, and
it was nice talking to you guys as well. It was a really nice chat. I'm going to post this video up